Hi. Gained. Had to. For all Hoser squad. hear him in person. I think this Wait, what was the design battle? I think that's a bakery. Remove dashes on the arrow. Okay, there. Everything. Copy the. I I know. That's the border right. was researching, but cat. Have to but I mean, Probably have a billion. Honestly, kind of fit. It's like a bakery at the board. Are we
So, hold on. Testing, testing, testing. Oh, yeah, I don't hear anything. It may have been muted this entire time.
Oh, well.
Well, I mean, we're just now getting to the meat of everything.
Right.
Okay, she said it's fixed now.
Okay, well, let's run this back a little bit to
Yeah. Just
explain what
like,
is happening.
yeah.
Yeah, because nothing has been recorded at all except for Vanessa's audio and the video, of course. But so like all the intros and even explaining what's happening. So this is the 5-minute design challenge. It could you full screen pie screen Vanessa? And in this challenge, over 50 randomly generated programs juxtaposed with interesting elements are spun on this wheel of spun on this random generating wheel, and then a site is chosen either from a border site or or waterfront and land sites, all completely randomly generated, and all of us at 5 minutes to, to sketch out our concept. Here first to present his is Tristy. And I'll pass it over to you. And could you now full screen Tristan's?
All right. So, after 5 minutes and a brief little analysis period of our site, did we go over the program that we got?
No, we did not.
It was, took a
So
photo. It was the Cross Border Peace Park with Cultural Exchange Pavilion. The goal was to plan a cross border peace park that includes a cultural exchange pavilion promoting understanding and collaboration between adjacent nations. And we happened to get this site that's between France and Spain in what looks like kind of a lower traffic, more rural setting, at least just what from what we could tell from the Google Maps. And so my thought going in was trying to create a space that I guess not just one country would own, but both of them. Um, and so we did have this, uh, I guess this site right here. Yeah, right here. But I decided to kind of break the rules and I made my site like attached to the bridge itself. And what is it is a pavilion, so I guess this structure would be more of an outdoorsy thing. But essentially, what you have is a bigger space on the France side, a bigger space on the Spain side, and then this like connection bridge in between, which will be more oriented pedestrian, since the only way they have right now are just these little sidewalks off the road bridge. So I guess in these individual spaces, you would have I'm kind of envisioning like a farmer's market type of style. Like the prompt said something about cultural exchange, and I guess a peace park involves like both countries kind of being able to experience the like most upfront what the other country has to offer. So like as soon as they cross the border, not only do they have the bakery to go to right there at the corner, but they have like this center where it's not just one business owning it, but it's like whoever wants to bring their own goods, and it'll be like a farmer's market. It'll change every day or every weekend, and there'll be new people, new products, and you get like a different taste of that country, and you don't have to roam all the way in to get a bunch of neat little goods from those countries. Um, Other than that, I did keep it like the scale of it, I guess, smaller and more outdoorsy because the area kind of calls for more of a rural design. So the focus is more like being over that river scene. It's outdoorsy, so you're more connected to the nice trees that are around. It really does look like a nice little space. If I can pull up like just for context, maybe I can. Oh, here we go. Like this is just one view that you can see, but it's like these smaller scale buildings. That river has like really nice greenery coverage. So that's my design. I just wanted to celebrate, give both countries the spotlight.
Bro, Tristy, that's pretty interesting. And in just 5 minutes, you
Oh yeah,
put out.
just so you know, that's like of course, like a site view, and then right above it's like a quick little section, whatever. 5 minutes
And
isn't very long. I wish I had time to like get to the actual exterior design.
right,
I
right,
threw
right.
in some
It's
pretty European arches.
right, and and that's an arcade, right? Like a
Yeah,
series of arches,
it's like
exterior.
you remember what a stoa is? I think that's
Yeah,
the term. It's like
Stoa. I don't think that's
actually, I think it's a Roman or a Greek thing. But it's like a building that's literally like an arcade, and people will like set up in
uh,
each archway their
hmm.
shop for the day.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's like the first thing that came to mind.
Ever gone to Santa Fe, New Mexico?
Nope.
If you ever pass through, because you're so close up there in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Right.
But it's a very native or indigenous town, and in one of their main squares, they have an arcade all around it, and they post up in those archways and have handmade jewelry, wallets, feather shoes, on and on. And you can really bring out that craft. Oh, you even put small people in
Yeah.
those archways. I thought that green was like something else.
No.
It's actually kind of cute. That's funny. The green.
A
Um,
quick partí sketch.
yeah, yeah, and the idea is strong, and even the formal structure, how the quote buildings align to the context, but then the bridge intentionally crosses at its shortest distance straight across, slightly breaking away from that car bridge. and that bakery is preserved. That's very
Yeah,
interesting.
and the reason I located like the larger spaces where they're at is because they're like adjacent to some buildings.
Right,
So the pavilion could like serve as an extension of that building almost.
right. Punny, what you think?
I use and it's still a little hard for me to like see what's happening, but I do think like the RPs, which is interesting. I also thought of an arcade somehow because
Mhm.
I was
Sure.
it wasn't. I honestly arcades until he said so,
Mm.
but said it was an arcade. I can see that. Um, it's interesting how you had this very well idea or concept in less than 5 minutes. It's interesting to see what you think of if you have more time, especially this experience.
Yeah,
But overall, it was a very thought-provoking concept and exciting.
nice. And by the way, I don't quite know what's going on here either, so don't
Right,
worry.
exactly. Exactly. It's all just for the experiment of it.
Yeah, it was
Mm,
fun.
yeah. Punny, go next. I don't see the iPad anymore. Hmm. Hmm? Hmm?
Hmm?
Hmm? Tristan, remember that morning that Peta called us out for laughing?
He
Yeah.
still didn't know too much, but he did.
Are
He
you
almost caught
frozen,
us.
Tristan? Oh wait, no, I
Can you hear me?
see you now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see you
Okay.
and hear you. Yeah, Peta, he was on another level.
Yoda level.
Yoda. You sweep,
Hmm?
right? You sweep? And then make sure and full screen your stream. Because I don't see it right now. No, no, on your computer. To the same thing. If you click off on the other side. What you think?
Basically, but there's red lines and but so I guess this project is located, or the project site is located on the border. And the current building is a bakery. It looks like it reminds me of a chain bakery. So I can see for it to be the building, especially if it is a chain. Now I don't think it looks like a chain. It doesn't from this image, the other don't look at contemporary. So I decided to watch the building and I wanted to make it like an entrance for pedestrian vehicles. It looks like there's a bridge. So a bridge, it's only a bridge in like a small portion. It's three-turn bridge over a, it looks like a small river, but it's not. And, but I believe when I like was going through Google View, so I wanted to create this land that looked peaceful, and I thought arcades were fitting. That's really all I.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, Vanessa.
yeah, it's not really too much time. It's like you have to like really spit something out. It's interesting how you pulled in both of the car and the people into the building at the
Yeah,
same time.
can you talk about like in your site view, you have the red and the orange, and I'm assuming that lines up with your perspective. What exactly is the orange here?
Yes, I I wanted to make this area more urban area, and by where there's just more. This is where that I wanted orange area to be like a connection to the rest of the building, both inside as well as perspective. How I wasn't sure. I just was wanting to separate them out to design something that people want to explore.
Mm,
Now, in terms of what, if I have more time, this could be more this area, um, the different elements or topography, not topography, but levels on the street. I I'm not really sure if this is just like a few ideas, but I definitely wanted to pick some of that area because I thought area would be key between my design with sort of sculpture slash structure,
for
but
sure.
also connect to the rest the more dense area and as well as the other on Spain. Since in Spain it's a lot of nature.
Right. It kind of reminds me of like if you drive through like a small town, but like not a poor town, like their downtown area is usually like decorated real nice and the buildings on either side are like closer together for at least Main Street, and some towns will like put a sign, you know, those like those net signs or something that they can stretch all the way across the street, and attach to like both buildings, and that's like the welcome to this town, and it's like right at the entry of the downtown area. I feel like I've seen a lot of those. They have a bunch of those like setups, but it's like a welcoming sign. And
Right.
usually like the road is like there's more pavers there, and it's more pedestrian friendly. That's kind of like your orange area here.
Right.
You're creating a gateway with not just like the iconic like sculpture, but like you're changing the streetscape as well. And then you're like demarcating, this is like you're actually crossing the border here. It's a lot more of a big deal than just those little green signs that were on the street.
Yeah.
So I can dig it.
Yeah, the trees are like the street marker.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna take an exit off the highway.
Yes.
That's all it
And
is.
even like looking at the screen it it can it can look like definitely a border, even if it's not as in as very built structure. But there's a difference with the density as well as the streets. Um, yeah.
Yeah. It's even clearly two different countries because even over on the Spanish side, it's a lot more rural and spread out. They do have like a few taller buildings as you get more into their area, and it looks like over here on this side, there's a pavilion over the road on the Spanish side. Often this is for a checkpoint, but I mean I don't see anybody here.
Here's what I
But
was talking about here on
it's
my
beautiful
screen.
here. Let's see.
And I remember this one specifically in Golden, Colorado.
Yeah, they love that in America.
Yeah. But it like you didn't create like this sign thing that goes over, but it's like the same feeling. Like as soon as you cross that bridge going into France, you see like
Right.
the big sculpture on the side, and then there's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like you're turning the road into a plaza almost. So cars will know to slow down and people will cross over freely. Seems pretty cool.
Right, right. You could have welcome to Spain and welcome to France in French and Spanish.
Ooh.
What if it in specific site, it's kind of welcoming and open door, but at the same time, kind of indifferent to a border, which I think does injustice to both countries, not in terms of immigration, but in that sense. Speaking like architecturally, um, whether there's not sure. I think landmarks, especially if it's like really pleasing, like artsy sculpture. I really love urban sculpture, but it's like not even this country, that same street, it could be done in a way you can see an different between the two. I do think that culture between this welcome people tragedy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's also probably so commonplace to cross back and forth here, because for instance, the Midwest, you can cross three states pretty quickly, and and a bunch of cities cross state borders,
Oh
or
yeah.
have twin cities across borders, and so do we have to memorialize every border if it's not necessarily a border, and or to the border have to be a threshold? Because technically this is just a bridge. This is no threshold. There's no control. Like, one could argue there is control, but that control at the EU level has basically rendered this border null and void. But it's also not, because these people are French, these are Spanish. They have a long history. But also, what's
Yeah.
interesting is like people on the border often have a crossed history. It's like the people inland that
Like it has traumatic meaning, feel that you're
right.
but from one side so you see that pavilion wasn't clear to tower architecture.
Right.
Yeah and no, because all of it is like that classic European style. Like the fringe is Spanish, or is different from the Spanish, of course, but it's more also even this specific context. Like they chose to not build up to here, where over here on the French side, they're smack up against the river here. And they
Right.
even built a retaining wall, which doesn't look like there's one on the other side. It's hard to code that and put it on Google Maps. It's messing up. But interesting, interesting. I I can dig it.
Show us what you got, Monty.
So pull up my in the chat. I dropped it in there, and if you could full screen that, Bunny.
Oh shit.
This is my sketch here, and this thing. Mm, but my first instinct was to go over the river, but I placed it to the side, and having it be a park picks to be exterior. Um, me and that exterior nature I didn't want, or it did not seem, because of the exterior nature. It seemed crucial to have the entire building be walkable, and at the same time preserving and upgrading the bakery underneath. And so each side is a slope up with steps at times, and then there's two pillars. I only drew one here, but one for French, and then one Spanish, and then the space between ideally is big enough for some smaller gatherings or even events. As I'm looking at it, the slope on the side of France isn't the best visual, so would have probably made the France side a little bit more contextual. But that's basically my partí is a stepping and sloped roof that is accessible with columns on top for the memorial pavilion, and then underneath is the bakery.
Genius. Now I like the fact that you like preserved the building. It's almost like a renovation project, even though you'd probably have to start from scratch in this case, but like the program gets to remain.
Upgraded it.
Yeah, you upgraded it. The roof becomes like the design, or it becomes like the park. And it also, with the two slopes happening here, has like a big potential for, like, one side is nature oriented. Like I could see people just like sitting out there enjoying the river. And shoot, if you had a good enough fishing rod, you could just cast out from the from up there. But the other side is like facing the city or the more urban side, and like if there was a plaza at the bottom of that right slope, man, that
Ooh,
would be perfect. It would be like the
yeah.
perfect like amphitheater situation.
Yeah.
So you could truly have like nice events going on there. Um, I'm sure France could demolish a building for that.
Yeah, I was about to excuse me, but more and more demolition is what you're saying, huh?
Yeah, just demolish everything in the name of great architecture. No. But yeah, then the pillars of course are metaphorical and romantic. And I'm sure you could get, like, I'm sure France has like their distinct pillars or columns,
Right, right.
and Spain would have their more distinct ones. Like, I'm not a column expert, but
Yeah,
I know
they
that you
have to
could
have.
like you could see it and know it's a French column, and then see the Spanish one next to it. And was there a roof structure on the columns?
That's where the idea was extending to. It started out just columns, and then you could add in free floating planes as walls. Another added program is up top to exchange the cultural ideas. You could have for Barcelona pavilion type of floating planes
Hmm.
to put up local artworks or project small short films, or what have you,
So here's
to
the real
exchange.
question.
Uh,
How are you going to discourage skateboarders? You going to
I
add in strips of grass?
know I encourage them. Oh,
You
yo,
encourage.
Tristy, um, uh, actually, let me find it, but full screen by
You're not going to show me the same thing that you showed me the other day, right?
which one?
Oh, no.
No,
Okay, never mind. Yeah, bro, why don't we make more structures in support of skaters?
yo,
That's
I'm
how
about
Bjark
to
Ingels got
blow
big.
your mind. Oh yeah, that's true. I have to
That
find the actual location because there's actually a lot of skate parks here. Um, because in Innsbruck, they turned this entire plaza into a skate park. See if I can find it. No, that's not it.
Yeah, we had exchange students from it from Innsbruck, some German students, and they said that like everyone had like a skateboard or a bike or a scooter. I mean, that's like how everyone got. Wait, Monty's frozen. Do I have to do whatever you did before? Oh,
Can you hear me now?
okay. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, that Google Earth is eating up my bandwidth and the streaming. But I'll just speak about it and pull it up and edit, or you can Google it on your own if you feel like it. Could you close out of the stream? Um, but it is a skate park in a plaza, and I'm pretty sure a facade in one of the plazas was done by Zaha, but I could be wrong on that one. But the entire plaza is a skate park, but the crazy part is the main building that fronts the whole plaza is a Nazi building, well, ex-Nazi building, and it was completely repurposed, and it comes in to question, like, should we destroy these buildings of people we find completely reprehensible, or completely repurpose them, because Hitler would have never allowed a skate park in that plaza
Mhm.
at all. You know?
Yeah, that's definitely like the more interesting approach.
Right.
Because you could just erase it from history and no one in the future would know what it is. Or
Right.
you can make a statement out of it and be
Right.
like, yeah, we bested the evil. We turned the
So
evil into good.
exactly. Uno mas.
Oof,
Are you sleepy?
I am sleepy. That's interesting.
It's only 5 minutes, Tristy.
All right, fuck it.
I have program. Let me share my screen again. Actually, hold on.
Or we'll do like a speed explanation, I guess. Like 1 minute
Yeah.
to explain everything.
Yeah, yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't see.
Oh, education. Oh no, museum with rooftop beekeeping. Holy shit! Create a museum with a rooftop apiary for beekeeping, fostering awareness of environmental issues and sustainability.
Okay. Museum with beekeeping. I was hoping it was the other one, but what are you gonna do? Here's our site. Could be all over the world or right next to you. Uh, which one?
Oh wow.
Tokyo. Let's see. A museum with rooftop beekeeping.
That's pretty wild.
Just why? That was a chat GP Tizzle one.
Damn.
For sure. Let me find this address. I forget exactly, because I picked a couple of Tokyo ones. Where's this one? Oh, this one's
Holy
crazy.
cow.
So this one's nuts. It's
Rainbow Bridge.
inside of this highway right here.
What the
That's the site right here. It's a floating site.
what?
Because it's Tokyo. Bro, it's all floating.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the site is inside of this right here. Isn't that a crazy ass site?
bro.
Bro.
What the hell? Imagine proposing that. It's like, yeah, we just need an on ramp to this highway. Holy crap!
Can you put
Ooh,
It's here.
can-
What-
wait on the highway or that like rectangular spot?
that pier.
Yeah, it's the entirety of the middle of the highway. You can go as close or far as you want. But it's here in
Wow.
Tokyo. Look at this.
Wait, how far is Odaiba?
Is what? How do you spell that?
I
I
can
don't
look it
know.
up myself.
Yeah. I- This might be my favorite site. I thought I picked some pretty interesting ones. Bonnet picked all of the border sites, so thank you a lot for that. One thing, again, that would help a bunch is picking sites and picking programs and throwing them in the spreadsheet.
Oh yeah.
Because I have a shared one. I have to drop it in the
What's
shared file.
crazy probably was
Here? Really?
yeah, and I looked up Odaiba.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That
That
is
looks like a
crazy.
pretty insane bridge.
Yeah, that's a beautiful bridge
it
right there.
definitely was in
Yeah, because all of these out here are floating.
Holy
that
cow.
area is pretty
Yeah,
wicked.
yeah.
Is that like dredged in? Like they
Because even
created
if
it
you
No,
look
now?
at
no,
that park across, so
go over here.
it was there, and it felt
Yeah,
really urban. I was like, I feel like I'm in
Huh.
some like science fiction.
bro, this
Yeah,
is
dude, look at those
all
piers.
floating out here, bro.
What the hell?
Floating or terraformed. And I mean, bro, Japan has a floating airport.
Shush.
Did you know that?
Okay, I did not.
Bro, look, it's right here.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this.
Yeah. Whoa.
Completely floating.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Japan is on a whole
Floating
other
bridge.
They are.
engineering level. They have a
What the
floating
hell?
airport, and we have people who poop in the streets.
I'm sure they have them too.
They just put them in jail
It's
quickly.
not as bad.
Yeah.
There are
Okay.
homeless people in Tokyo or Japan in general, but they have really affordable nightly rooms.
Yeah.
They also have internet cafe. They're basically have showers.
Dude, I've
Yeah,
always
it's a
wanted to go
whole.
to an internet cafe.
Yeah. Okay,
Are you
so
able to put a pedestrian?
I don't. Let me see. Um, let's see what we got. Oh,
Oh my!
Oh boy. I
like
got
I was
one
there.
view.
It's crazy because I was there, but I was the area.
Holy
Yo,
cow, dude. It is. These buildings are huge.
Yeah, and this is a gigantic site.
it's
Like this
also
is a
kind of
huge bridge.
crazy. It's separate.
Stair step
No way, it's
building.
separated from Tokyo, but you can go insane.
Wow.
Okay, I have a view here inside of the ring. Thing is ginormous. It's not the most high definition because it's a sphere one, but
I think the metro goes.
Holy
probably
cow. I
what?
got like the best. Oh no, it's like
What?
blurry. Oh wait, no, it's not blurry, dude. There's an aerial shot somewhere. It's one of the little dots.
An
But let
aerial?
me.
Hold
Yeah,
up.
dude, it's literally the best. It's not really that good for drawing a perspective, but it's like a really good view here. I'll take a screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm revitalized by this site.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. This is a fucking cool site. And
Dude,
it's
don't let me-
pretty justified because Japan is really cool. And they are like everything is all pretty floating.
It's not letting me send this screenshot. Hold on.
When I went to Korea, I was nice. Or like, no.
Wow.
That's just how.
And safe too. Until it's not, like all places. Here? Yeah. Yeah, it's up here right now.
Crap. Here, I can share real quick.
Bro, I'm gonna keep this site. This is a cool site.
All right, peek my screen.
Whoa.
Literally the best fucking aerial shot.
Whoa.
Someone took a drone up here.
That's fucking wicked. Was it legal?
There's actually tons of drone shots, like in China and like Shanghai has like insane shots everywhere. Dude, the density.
It's beautiful.
It's
And you
like Manhattan,
and
but it's
to
like everywhere.
right.
Holy cow. And these like little parks out of nowhere.
Like
It
goes by,
actually
but
look
there's
pretty
actually
nice.
Oh,
like
sweet.
a Statue
I
of Liberty around
found
there.
it.
There's a
Oh, there is?
Statue of Liberty.
What is that?
Yo, this is a beautiful shot.
You know, the
The bridge way over
Statue of
there.
Liberty.
Okay,
This guy's
y'all ready?
chilling.
This is so cool.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me give me a good. Oh wait, I got my screenshot.
Sorry.
I love this site.
He said museum.
Yeah.
How are we
Um,
gonna compare the buildings there? Well, we'll see.
yeah, this will be interesting. Okay, hold on. Don't start it yet. Let me.
Right,
get
right, right.
this image.
Let's make sure we can see all of the streams, and could you pick them even? Funny. Yeah, I think also in the future, if we already have screenshots, like if it was like a game show, like I would like hand you the screenshot.
Yeah,
But also
but then
have all
you'd
of
have
them.
to like have like screenshots for each option.
Oh boy. Is it past your bedtime?
Yeah, a little bit. I'll be
Okay.
okay.
We got 5 minutes. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I had a countdown. Go. Get some music. I don't think it comes through unless I'm like playing. Like I have to be streaming something. Christmas time. Can you hear that? Well, I can. One minute. $40. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. It's 5 minutes, man. Have to sketch so fast.
Yeah, this is rough.
This is also big too. But it's also the partí. It's the initial idea. It's what you see in the moment. no thinking. That's kind of like the point. Intuition only.
Right. Who's first?
I'll go first.
All right, bet.
Let me just upload this. On Tess Pana wants to go first. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're sitting on something big. I can tell.
No, not really.
Man, I would get roasted for this. I can tell.
Well, that's kind of a problem, right? Like we should be able to talk about all things and
Oh, I can
this.
post rationalize the hell out of it, but I don't know, like the visual, maybe a little
Well,
cliche.
you can always sketch it again. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it after this stream alone. Just like tearing my hair out, trying to.
Perfect it.
Oh shit.
Alright. Yeah, it's in the
She says that monstrosity.
at the top. Hmm.
1 minute.
The beekeeping. Okay, I'll even put myself on a clock. What do bees do? They fly. When they fly, they move the air. Moving air is wind, and wind is the key generator of this form because it's a museum, so you can almost have any form you want because the function is just a bunch of planes that are put in a beautiful building. Ideally, it'd be shaped to bring in a bunch of natural indirect light, and the bee keeping is both at the top and the bottom, because here at the bottom are walking bridges and a garden plaza for all the bees and also all of the extra bees up top. I wasn't positive if bees could survive that high up, but my minute is up.
Nice.
Okay, who's next?
Do we respond?
No. Yep. Okay, 1 minute response. Who's up first?
Shit. Um, I don't know, Vanessa. You look like you have something.
It's definitely standing out.
Looks like
Is
a
that good?
sailboat almost. So the bees are on these bridges. There's like multiple levels here. How tall is this thing?
Yo, it's
It's like
still her time.
skyscraper? All right, all right, all right. We won't question it too much.
That was basically
Okay, that's it. Right. The okay. Small rebuttal or clarification. A garden plaza at the ground floor and across the bridges for the bees to pollinate because it's Tokyo and they can't go that far. And then if bees are able to live at the top of a building, which I doubt, but if they are, there's space for them too up there. The most prime real estate to the bees at the top. What?
5
Cheater.
minutes are up.
Okay, shit.
Kristen's minute.
Okay, go.
Yeah, I mean, so you said when the motion of when. I mean, I can sort of see that. I, yeah, like I said, it looks like a sailboat.
Cool. That's the point.
The plan of it is kind of throwing me off. It
I
looks
don't have
like
a
you
plan.
drew in perspective, but I still can't envision like is it a maybe?
It's an it's like a axon and a section.
Okay. So is it does that answer is it circular or it's like it's a cone building almost.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. And then the bees are on these multiple levels. Okay.
Yeah.
This was a crazy one.
This was hard.
So
Okay.
in general,
Okay, time's up.
building.
That's it. No
All right,
more.
that's cool.
Okay. Moving on.
Okay,
Trust your bunny.
I can I can go, I guess.
Put you a full screen, Tristan. Ooh. Ooh. What is this?
All right,
The
let's get
octagon?
into it.
The hexagon, bro?
Get a minute.
Yes.
Yeah, go.
You get 1
Let
minute.
me for a minute.
Okay, go.
All right, so is it going? 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the massing took form of not the pentagon, but the hexagon here. And the reason I did this is the outer walls I'm envisioning will be like solid to block out like this traffic. And the light experience for the museum will come from the top. And it'll be like this all glass, kind of like the
Mm.
walls, I guess like the triangulation, like stylization, like this critical. This will kind of the museum experience, like the sequencing of rooms that you enter on the ground floor. You'll go through different rooms, but the bees is not. I didn't quite get to that point, but the bees would kind of exist above on like these catwalk things, and each of these walls would be thick that they can shay into. Um, I guess to put like the bee, and I guess there'd be like a
Okay, that's it.
above as well. Yeah.
Where were the bees?
So I didn't draw it. I mean, fuck it, I'll
Just
just do it.
answer it super quick.
They would be like up here on like catwalks. I'm kind of adding to the drawing here.
Cheater.
So they'd be like a second tier up.
Yeah.
And then like these walls would be thick enough that you could I guess like carve into them to keep the bees safe. I don't know how much air they need or
Okay.
airflow or whatever, but
Right. That's like research, but pun it 1 minute.
Very the partí kind of reminds me of circus. I think he'll definitely.
yes.
It's also the shape more like a circle. In a way, it kind of.
I mean, and it's a straight up hexagon.
Oh yeah.
Going
That's
full
even
B.
contrasting to the circle.
15 seconds.
But it's a cool idea. I did immediately.
Hey.
Time's up.
This is fun.
Mhm.
All right, roast me, Monty.
Misty, what the fuck is that? No, I'm joking. Bro, it is very circus-like. But how are the bees up top? Are they is there like some enclosures so they stay up there? Or are they going to fly down and mess with the people going to the
It's all part of the
beautiful
experience,
museum?
man.
I do love how you really took the site into consideration and blocked off all of the walls. A, because it is surrounded by a highway, which is probably incredibly loud, even though they have wa- walls. But also, it being a museum, it's kind of like the Broad or other buildings that really bring in light exclusively from the top. Like also the Nasher, oh, time's up. The partí section is basically the Nasher,
Yeah,
which is nice.
perfect museum. Museum.
Museum,
That guy's too
museum.
big.
Hi, bunny. Yeah, mine too. I do like the iPad stream. It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Because also it should have recorded the
You might have to
sketching of
move
it.
your screen around. Oh, yeah,
There
there
it
you
is.
go.
There it is.
Yeah, on this app you can actually like screen process. Pretty cool.
Right, right.
Time lapse.
You can time lapse the whole thing. Have you been or no?
No.
Okay, Pana, you get 1 minute. It's muted.
So this final the or the perspective that I tried, then so the let me see that corner exposed air and then the so really this thing that just an exposed air get to I feel like that describes well I also wanted
10 more seconds.
that's it.
Nice. All right, I'm loaded up. Set me that 1 minute.
I all started when you start speaking.
All right. So, one thing that I think is kind of a miss is that you separated the museum from the bees. I think. I think the program was trying to get you to, I don't know, like somehow make them compatible, but it kind of goes to like my design was like, so do the bees just float around the museum occupiers? It's like, maybe there's a way you can visually connect, but like a zoo or something, you can still have separation. But this is like almost too much separation. It's like all the worker people go up above the stairs, and the museum people, or I don't know. You could justify part of the museum experience is going upstairs. Architectural feature become. Don't let me boss you around. Or Pretty cool though. I like the tiered system.
Time's up.
Yeah. Damn. I was gonna ask like why you do the straight bar build case.
Yeah, why?
Bar
The
building like it's a, I guess rectangular in like this weird like loop, but maybe you just followed the pier.
I was I wanted to
Mm, interesting.
Yeah, it's very hard to like sketch it out and think at the same time. You basically have to sketch and think like simultaneously rather than
Yeah. And you have to prioritize what you're gonna sketch.
Yeah, I do love this practice though. It's really quick and having more interesting sites like that one is all the more intriguing. And like in school, it's all fake anyway. You know, this is all
Yeah.
just that practice, like to have the juices flowing. And frankly, I think this kind of practice should be a part of school. Like it's on the
Hell
bop
yeah.
bop 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 bop. You know, like and even like 10 in a row. You know, like what you gonna do?
Yeah.
And so thank y'all both for
What's
showing
your
up.
comments?
Oh shit.
1 minute.
No outro yet. The bar building. It's interesting how in reading this, it's actually coming off of the um, existing street instead of being floating, and that adds to people actually possibly going there instead of it being just walkable because then they have to park or train or something. But it's also Japan, so they'll figure out the public transit. The steps are quite ties if they also pull down to the ground as well because to, to have to go inside the museum first and then up to the steps, but also formally it's very intriguing because it's like an inversion of the steps, and like the steps are floating over what I assume is either glass or columns, which is formally very like it's asking almost old architectural questions. But my time's up.
Yeah, this reminds me of a project that I don't remember right now, but I think it was just a rooftop. And it was like on some existing building. Was it big? I don't know, but it was like concept.
The audio's like in and out, Tristy. I don't know what's up.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, there's some building that it made me think of it a little bit because it's like you have like a hat on top of the
Right.
everything else, but the hat is inhabitable. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool little exercise.
Yeah.
It's like
I like it.
eating candy in an architectural way.
Mm.
It's the dessert of architecture.
Yeah, the design is the dessert. And I want to run this like every month, at least once. Like,
Yeah.
frankly, I want to hone in on how to actually do it. Because one thought I'm having is, what if it's just one person, and then you talk it out while you sketch? and
Right.
explain what's happening. I think that,
That's honestly like that'll capture people a
yeah,
lot
a lot
more
more.
than
Yeah,
other stuff because it's like this visual thing and it's like a
yeah.
storytelling thing and
And like for myself, I think I can just like turn down the camera.
for sure like
Um,
elementary school style.
yeah,
Everyone look at the board, class,
yeah. That's not
with your
like,
markers.
yeah. And if it's quick and just what comes to mind, I mean, I'll have a problem speaking quickly and clearly, but like that's also how it's done in the real world. Instead of, okay, give me 5 minutes over here, it's
Yeah.
actually talking it out. So,
A lot of professionals nowadays, like, I mean, some things are reasonable to like say, hey, I'll get back. But if you can straight up like sketch the idea at the moment, be like,
right, right,
yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here, and effectively that, like, clients think it's magic.
exactly.
Like, it is magic to them.
And it's having productive meetings. Because in all of our meetings, things get decided, and unfortunately now it's mostly on Zoom. But like my boss is sketching out on Zoom,
Yeah.
and that's our notes, of that meeting, and it's just and he it's solving problems, and he's able to solve their problems right there, or at least the partí of it, the initial idea of how to solve it, and then, well, okay, from here, speak with all of the professionals, all of those consultants who have the actual expertise of, well, how much AC, how much concrete, how much does it cost, blah 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 blah. Because we are just these orchestrators and implementators of these ideas, but
Right.
we just push these buttons for the post part. What's this button?
I was
Oh
trying to
wow,
find. I
that's
just
so
wanted to
sweet.
show like the drastic difference between the arches.
That's the one that we were gonna do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wow.
this line
Is that that's the San Diego side.
no,
Mexico
That's the Mexico side.
yeah,
on the San Diego. There's a lot
yeah.
of
It's way out there. This picture's actually not all that um populated.
pedestrian. Look.
Yeah, it's nothing over here.
Dude, the streets, as soon as you get to Mexico, always like amaze me. Just how
Yeah,
wild they are. Like you go from gridiron, just whatever. Actually, Tijuana's pretty organized.
more so than uh, other places.
Oh, dude, doesn't the border wall just like seem brutal?
Yeah,
They just like chose the most like
like doof, doof,
hostile
doof, doof, doof,
To the
stuff.
doof,
beach.
doof.
Yeah, just like I beam, I beam, I beam.
And it's pretty deep too.
God dang.
Better pick.
Who got that contract to build that, and who did those drawings, and who bid that out?